What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D. Neal and
Mackenzie.
Back with another reaction video. We are here with comedians talking about Australians. Let's see what they got to say. Let's have some laughs and let's jump in. Before we do jump in, the subscribe button, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up. Aussies, what are we saying, mates?
Whereabouts in Australia are you from? Melbourne. So you weren't affected by the flooding, were you? Is that why you've sat so high up?
I'm here with my family. We're traveling in Australia. This is too high. And it's a jail. It's a jail, you all are prisoners. And you don't like to talk about it, you're sensitive about it, you want to forget the past and move on into the future like every country that has a suspect past. You know, it's a totally inhospitable place. You shouldn't be here. The sun, you live about 3/4 of a mile from it. And I've seen insects walking around with knee pads. You fling yourselves into the sea when you're not actually walking around audibly crackling in the heat. And the sea is full of jellyfish and sharks and other things who hate you. But you persist in living here. So,
he not lying when he said them insects be walking around with knee pads.
I swear. That's the truth.
Them insects are thriving over there, but they go through evolution at a much quicker rate than the insects
they
over
are.
here.
we flew here, you know, and with the children and everything who are pressing the buttons and not sleeping and actually getting energy from the hatred they inspire in you on the plane. But you all really come from Irish prisoners, and that was because the English sent you here a long time ago, and the English were very good at that, you know, at founding colonies and so on. A lot of it was because of the voice, the English voice. Irish people you never see starting a colony, you know, willingly, because Irish people wouldn't turn up. They would say, we'll go over there, it's got loads of stuff, are you coming? I will, yeah, I've just got to meet my brother for a quick drink. And some knitting and things. No. But the English were very good at it because they have that voice, you know, where they can go anywhere in the world. They go to Africa, say, and they say, what's your name? Hello, what's your, Mfubu, hello, how are you? Hello. Listen, Fubi, I've got some beads here in my pocket. Would you like to see them? Would you just listen? Clicky clacky sound they make. Oh, they're pretty. You keep those. You have those. You enjoy those. Walk away. They're yours. I'll just have from where you're standing to the horizon. Thank you very much.
That's about how the English Empire did it. You feel me? They just came places and said, you know what? This land is our land.
Yep.
And all y'all that's living on our land need to go ahead and vacate, find somewhere else to go. Because if I come back and y'all still on our land, there's going to be some problems. That's about how they did it.
They were all very good at that. But anyway, so it's a, you know, it's a jail you live in. It's lovely, you've done wonderful things with it. You are all still in denial. The only real reason I came, I don't want to see Urulu or Wurulurulu or any of your other garden face exhibits. The only real reason I came here is to kill a wiggle.
Wild fucking country. I just learned what an Aboriginal was. That's cool. For the last week, I've been walking around like, man, black people out here love picnics, dog. What the fuck? Holy shit!
How you see the Aboriginal? Okay, you gotta see the Aboriginal.
Black people love picnicking, bro. Every time I see black people, they're fucking picnicking. Literally every time on the grass, picnic. Black people in America do not fuck with fields. They got PTSD from that shit. That's.
He not lying, god dang it. I never thought a picnic was a fun idea, dog. But that may be just me. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I said something one time that I wanted to like have a picnic as a date, and you were like, "Why?"
It's never picnics have never been like, hey, let's go on a. I've never thought, hey, let's go on a picnic. We're bored. Let's want to have fun. Want to go on a date night? Let's do a picnic. Might have to do it though. It's cheap, so. But nah, it flies. All that is just too much for me.
There's a sordid history with fields. You see a black dude on grass back home, he's being tackled by a football player or the police, but either way. Dude, I couldn't believe it. And finally, some Australians started explaining to me, like, nah, they're not black people, they're aboriginals, and, like, we got, like, a real, shitty past with them. It's been very hard to get them to assimilate to, like, white Western culture. And I'm like, what? They're relaxing in a park drinking wine. Mission accomplished, Australia. How white do you want them to be? Give them some fucking cheese and crackers. They're French. It's just crazy, man. I know you're not supposed to talk about them, so whatever. I won't talk about it.
Oh my god.
That's it. No more Aboriginal jokes. We went to a strip club out here. I saw a stripper with pussy hair. That shit was crazy. I was like seeing a beeper again. I was like, what? Throwback Thursday. Holy shit. Pussy hair? Fuck. Dude, she had this thick patch of pussy hair. It was like a thick mat of pussy. There were two Aboriginals sitting on it, bro. It was kind of like...
I said there was two Aboriginals sitting on it.
Oh my god.
I love Andrew Schultz, bro. I thought he was a hilarious comedian, dog. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
Oh my god.
No bullshit. I traded her a dance for some goon wine.
I once had sex with an Australian girl. She said mid-coitus, whilst fucking. She said, have you slimed yet? Have you slimed yet? That was not fucking Ghostbusters.
Box jellyfish, crocodiles, snakes, blue ring octopus, red-black spiders, funnel web spiders, great white sharks. Just some of the reasons that put me off going to Australia. Every creature is bigger and angrier than anywhere else on the world.
Facts.
I put it down to two things. One, it could either be because spiders and snakes and the like normally hide under rocks. The Earth is one big rock. Australia's at the bottom of the big rock, and they're trying to hide under it.
Okay.
God, you are a maniac.
It's just thinking about it, thinking about where spiders go and that works, doesn't it?
No.
Why doesn't that work like a
Because
rock?
there's no real upside down and bottom of the earth, is it? It's all relative to what? It's relative to what? A map that you saw.
Well, it's a coincidence, isn't it?
No, right, okay, keep going.
I spent 3 years of my life in Australia. In actual fact, I didn't spend 3 years, I spent 18 months. But 18 months in Australia is like 3 years anywhere else. And the Australians are very proud of the country. I left London on Friday at 4:30 in the afternoon. I flew all through Friday, all through Saturday, all through Sunday, and I arrived after 36 hours on an aeroplane. I arrived and see my eyes are hanging out. And the fellow says, how did you find Australia? I said, I got off the bloody plane and it was there. The Australians actually, I know the Irish have a funny way of talking, but the Australians have also a funny, they add IE onto a lot of words. I was there around Christmas and I said to a fellow, I said, what are you going to do on Christmas? He said, well, I think I'll get up, Chrissy die, I'll have my brekkie,
Yo.
I'll pick up the cozzy, go for a dippy,
Watch a game of footy, have a game of drinkies, and then I'll come home and have a yummy, yummy Chrissy Din Din.
He definitely sound like an Australian dog.
Yeah.
He definitely been there.
I was 64 years of age. They loved the, in Australia, they love the booze. But the beer is so cold. It's like you have to have gloves to pick up the glass. 3 beers and your lip is like,
Oh my God.
everything's got to be cold. And you get a tramp, a wino, goes into a chemist shop and said,
Do you have a bottle of methylated spirits?
and the chemist said, yes, gives him one. He said,
What's the matter? Don't you have a cold one?
they drink. I arrived there and somebody said, would you like a schooner? I thought he was going to give me a boat. And they're always telling me, as soon as you arrive in Australia, they say,
Watch out for the sharks.
and they don't say a shark will eat you or chew you up. They say he'll take you.
You're going to be taken by a shark.
And I think to myself, well, if he takes me, he'll die of alcoholic poisoning. And I'm swimming. But in the back of my mind, sharks. I'm thinking of it, and I'm swimming away. And a fella goes,
Ain't no way I'm swimming if sharks in the back of my mind, dog. I'm not swimming.
underneath me, swims on, I don't even see him, and he comes right under, and he goes with his finger, shoo, down my stomach. Nobody swam in that sea for about 3 days. It is the nearest thing I have ever done to in my life. I was across the water on the beach. When I was out there, I hired down on the coast a bungalow kind of shack hut, which we used to go for weekends. And we always get down there and have a few beers and swim and eat, laugh, joke. And then one of these Australian friends of mine said, hey, Dave, you want to be careful about the grass around here. It's getting very tall, and a lot of snakes, they live in the grass. You want to cut it? And I said, well, I'm never here. I only come here every 6 weeks or something. How the hell am I going? He said, well, buy yourself a sheep. Tether him, and he'll eat up all the grass. And he thought that was a very good idea. I bought a sheep for £5. Tied him up. 6 months later, he's as big as a house. Wool everywhere.
Somebody said, you want to get him sheared? He'll dehydrate.
So I go back to Sydney and I go through the yellow pages, sheep shearing. And unknown to me, I am ringing up the biggest sheep shearing company in the world.
Oh my God.
And I said, I'm making inquiries about sheep shearing. The woman said, 1 second, please.
They gonna be so heated to find out this man done caught about one sheep, dog.
Yeah.
And I was,
I believe you're making inquiries about sheep shearing.
I said, yes.
He said, well, let me tell you our rates first. We shear sheep per 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. We've got different rates. We've got piece rate. We do hourly rate, weekly rate, monthly rate. It all depends on the number of sheep that you have, percentage loss, percentage gain. How many sheep do you have? I said, 1. He said, really? What's his bloody name?
Mind you, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you, and I mean this very sincerely. The Australians are perhaps one of the most hospitable and generous people in the world. I mean, if you're stuck for a night, they'll give you a bed. You haven't got a drink, they'll give you a drink. Got no money, they'll give you money. The food, they'll take the food off the plate and give it to you. It's those white Australians I don't like.
Oh, that was a good one, bro. That's all we got. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, and we out.